Hi, I'm Nancy Hay. I'm here at the Arlington County Courthouse, the courthouse where Judges Esther Wiggins-Lyle and James F. Almond ruled to take my daughter Sabrina away from me forever and adopt her out to a politically connected couple. This all started because Child Protective Services of Arlington made a false charge of neglect against me simply because my daughter Sabrina lost a little weight after birth, as all children do. A doctor at Arlington Hospital suggested that I was starving my baby. This was not true. In fact, it was overturned on an administrative appeal to Hearings Officer George Walton in Richmond, and we were found not guilty of child abuse and neglect. In spite of this, however, CPS forged ahead to terminate our rights, and that ruling was upheld by Judges Esther Wiggins-Lyles and James F. Almond. These judges are a threat to families in Virginia and should be removed from the bench.
Hi, I'm Christopher Kit Slider. I'm the husband of Nancy Hay and the father of little Sabrina. Little Sabrina was kidnapped under color of law by an emergency court removal order from Judge Esther Wiggins-Lyle. She's a judge in the Family Court, Domestic Relations Court of Arlington, Virginia. And the thing, there are many irregularities in this case, and they can be checked in greater detail on our website of www.kitandnancy.com. We welcome everybody who is involved with Child Protective Services, also with the legal system, who, if they fear speaking on the record, they're welcome to contact us, and we'll be glad to have them report anonymously on any irregularities or possible corruption or possible illegalities which are involved in all of the Child Protective Services case. If you know of any instance where anyone's been railroaded or where false allegations were used, we'd love to hear about it. We'd love to bring it all to light so there can be a thorough investigation of this issue. Thank you.
Oh my God, this could take us years.
Today, just afternoon, Saturday, the 27th of March in the year of our Lord 2010, we are standing in front of the Arlington County Courthouse. They euphemistically call it the Arlington County Justice Center. And kind of like in, 1984, Big Brother, all the words are reversed. There is very little justice in this center. In this center is where a child was snatched by the authorities of Arlington, Sabrina Slider. And I have studied the case extensively. And basically you have a situation that there was a assistant U.S. attorney in D.C. who happened to have Democratic tendencies, and this place is dominated by the Democrats. And so they, this family lived about a block away from the family Child Protective Services office up the street, up Wilson Boulevard from here. And they used to invite them over for wine and cheese parties or whatever at their fancy multi-$100,000 renovation of their home. But then, when they wanted a child because they were childless, they snatched Sabrina and gave it to this family. The wife, I found, was bragging on her Columbia University website that she had a witchcraft ritual with various of her Merry Witches of Eastwick, and they buried a placenta in the same yard that Sabrina was playing in. Now that, lo and behold, after I made that public, that's been taken down from the web. But fortunately, I have a screenshot that proves that it was there. Now, in addition, this court, I filed a lawsuit against the chief judge and another judge, and all 4 judges signed an order of disqualification, all 4 judges of the circuit court. And one of the judges, Joanne Alper, one time I was in front of her and I had received a notice from the court clerk, and she says, "You didn't receive this from the court clerk, you're a liar." I said, "Objection, Your Honor." And so then I said, "You presume that I didn't receive this because it's not folded." Well, they put it in a large envelope for some reason, not a business size envelope. She says, "Let me see that. Bailiff, get a copy of it." Well, she did that and she backpedaled. But then I filed a jerk complaint. JERC stands for Judicial Inquiry and Review Commission for jerk judges. Of course, the jerk doesn't do anything. It's a heat sink to waste citizens' time and money. Well, then she came up for appointment to the Court of Appeals, selection for the Court of Appeals, and I torpedoed her on the 4th of February 2009 and killed her chances for promotion to the Court of Appeals. And that's what every citizen has to do, is then when we know there is a judge who is corrupt or biased, abusive to the citizens to whom they work, then we have to take action to terminate their career. Now, unfortunately, she's still on the bench, but at least she didn't get promoted. Now the next action is for citizens to go and get their legislators to not vote them into re-election, or get them impeached, or get them removed. One way or the other, we, the people, the first 3 words of this Constitution, are the action agents to make our courts honest and sources of justice in America.